Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our weekly Final Fantasy tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the Silent Whisperer.
Wei Kiong.
Silent Whisperer is still better. Anyways, Wei Kiong. We're watching a match here between Daryl Tan on the left and Sibylla Kazmina on the right. These guys are battling out for last place. Looks like Mono Lightning versus Mono Lightning. And I see in Sibylla's hand is Ramza. Ramza, who? Ramza is a powerhouse. Okay, so don't know if you...
I know, Ramza is a lightning summon.
Yeah. Lightning, what you call it? Lightning forward. Okay, but Ramza is this crazy powerful ability. Okay, so one of the things I love in Magic, right, is cost reduction.
Yeah,
effects.
correct.
Delve.
Yeah, correct.
Delve so good. What's that? Mutagenic growth, the Phyrexian mana.
The pay
so
life
good.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Those that you don't really need
To actually spend mana. Really good. So Ramza, 6 cost for 6,000. Usually that's bad. Usually you want like 4 costs, 8,000.
Yeah.
That's the vanilla test.
Yes.
And this one, 6 cost 6,000. Not so good. Not so good. But the cost required to play Ramza onto the field is reduced by 1 for each forward you control, but it cannot be 0. Fine, you gotta pay 1.
So
at least
minimum
1.
1, yeah.
For each forward other than Ramza you control, it gets plus 1,000 power. Which means for every cost reduction, right,
You get
it
1,000,
goes
yeah.
even more powerful. And then if his Ramza has 10k power or more, it gains haste, and when Ramza attacks, choose one forward of cost 3 or less opponent controls and break it.
Wow.
Wow.
Power.
Yep.
Haste and you can destroy one target creature.
Yep.
Sick.
Good, right?
Yeah, damn good.
It's actually
So actually you just need
it's
4.
actually pretty damn good.
You basically just need 4 forwards on the board. Then you'll be reduced by 4, be 2 mana, then 10,000 ready. You can straight activate the ability because it has haste and attack.
Exactly. So you for 2 cost,
Yeah.
2 costs you can get a 10k.
Yeah.
It has haste, and then when it attacks, you choose one forward, cost 3 or less your opponent controls, and you break it. Which, what the hell? What?
I think it's a legend for a reason.
It's a legend, yeah. It's a very powerful card. But let's see if Sibylla can cast it out. Both players here playing their Hildebrands and being able to get some points of damage in. Daryl here is has dealt 2 points of damage. Sibylla now trying to map out a turn, probably trying to get the Ramza on the battlefield. So let's see if that's gonna happen.
But why did y'all want to choose to use like cards in the break zone to represent the health?
Oh, it's not cards in the break zone.
It's
So
not-
this one is like damage zone.
Oh.
So one of the things that you don't know yet is this thing called EX burst.
Yeah,
So let me-
I was looking at
so
the
you saw-
poo just now. Then I wanted to ask you what is EX burst.
What is poo poo?
Poo poo.
Poo. Okay, so EX burst. EX burst, right, is like a comeback ability. I don't know if you play Buddy Fight or
No.
like Vanguard. Okay, so Vanguard, like you have to attack the guy's shields,
Okay.
and then if behind the shield, right,
Yeah.
is
Okay.
a card that has a EX burst ability.
Yeah.
It literally is called EX burst.
Okay. So it's like ultimate.
It's sort of like ultimate. It's like
Okay.
a comeback ability. So if the card is flipped off the top of your library as a result of damage, it will trigger the EX burst.
Oh.
And so in this case, so we're looking at Porom here. When Porom enters the field, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card among them to your hand and return to the other cards onto the bottom of your deck in any order.
Yeah.
And so, oh, wow, okay, so I'm on there. So, if you flip it off the top of your deck as a result of damage,
Oh.
it will go into the damage counting
Okay, so
zone.
for example, if I deal
Yeah,
you
okay.
1,000 damage, then let's say I deal 5,000 damage. You take one damage,
and then I
you
flip off
remove
the Porom. Yeah, so I remove the top card of my
to
library.
put into a damage zone.
Yes.
Oh, so that will so-called help you to like
you mill your opponent a bit. You mill your opponent 1 card. So
one card,
it could be a very powerful card. Like
Yeah.
we saw Daryl just play an Armon. Armon is a very powerful card. Doesn't have EX burst. But if I can remove that card from the game totally, that means he cannot take it back from his graveyard. He cannot take it back from his break zone. He won't be drawing that card.
Yeah.
That's a win. That's like a removal, like a cold hard removal from
Also,
the
it's like
game
you
for me.
exile that card from the top of your library.
Yes, correct.
Oh, then that becomes like a damage zone. Where
Like
you
a
can see-
damage
yeah. So
zone, yeah.
EX burst triggers when this card enters a damage
Enters that
zone.
damage zone, yes.
Oh,
Cool, right? So
but,
it's
but
like
then why is it when he enters the field? So the damage zone
So,
is a field also.
if you cast
Yeah.
if you cast this card,
Yeah.
it will also trigger.
oh,
Yeah.
so,
so-
it triggers when you cast it and also when you exile from the top card of your library.
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Yeah, now you got it. So
Okay,
that's
easy,
how you
easy,
lah, this game. This game,
Easy,
baby
ah.
game.
super easy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy, baby game. But yeah, look at that. Sibilla here with a pretty commanding board, but Daryl has got all his backups in order. Maybe might see who knows, might see see an Odin gets rid of Sibilla's Amon. Amon, like, really good card. Bunker Beast is on Sibilla's side of the table, and Bunker Beast is quite cool. Its ability, so it's a monster at two crystal points. Choose one blocking forward. It loses 2,000 power until end of turn. That's it. Choose one blocking forward, by the way. So you swing in, his guy just becomes a bit smaller. And just one guy. So it's an okay card. I think it's an okay card. I definitely think you should be playing something like
Okay, you were mentioning a monster is something like an enchantment like that. So you can have like many monsters on the battlefield.
Yes, correct.
Oh. But is there any like restriction, like how many cards you can have in your library? Like for example, when you want to form the deck, like playset or what, like you can have. Any,
Okay, so
yeah.
you can have on the battlefield. Okay, so
Yeah.
you noticed here that there were these 3 cards on
right,
this
the
thing. So
symbol, yeah.
in your deck, you can have a maximum of 3. So
3
that's a
of the same
playset.
kind, of the
3
same
of the same exact card
exact
with the
cards,
number
okay,
with the number here.
Okay.
Right? But also on the battlefield, if it has these like 3 cards, you can have as many as you want on the battlefield, because across like all the opuses, right, there are like a bajillion like red mages, black mages, whatever. They reuse the names.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you mean they reuse the word bunker beast?
Yeah, so the Bunker Beast, like Odin. Odin, there's like 5 versions of Odin now. Twilight Odin, and then
So you can
Lightning,
only have
there's
3
like
of the,
7
3 of
versions
the
of
same
Odin.
kind of Odin on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So that means if let's say I got 5 versions of Odin A,
No,
B,
no.
C,
On the
D.
battlefield, you can have as many.
Oh, but like
So-
Odin A, I can have 3 in the deck. Odin B, I can have 3 in the deck.
Correct.
But on the battlefield, I can have
You can have as many
like
as you want.
20 Odins, example.
Correct. So there's this Black Mage deck, which has like all the Black Mages. Like a lot of Black Mages, and it cycles through its Black Mage. Because of this one card where when it enters the battlefield, if there are like 5 Black Mages on the battlefield,
then you trigger
it
something.
will trigger and like destroy a creature or like deal a crazy amount of damage to a
What's the
creature.
purpose of denoting these 3 cards on the top?
Oh no, then you can put multiples of them. But oh wow, okay, so Daryl here takes the game off an Odin and off of course that's a Ramza that we were talking about earlier. No, that's not a Ramza. 8,000. Oh sorry, that's a Van. That's a Van. Van very powerful. Van very, very powerful card. So yeah, there are cards that are like the Ramza. So like you look at Tryon. Tryon has those 3 cards, right?
Yeah.
So you can only have one Tryon
Tryon,
on the battlefield. So like it's like a legend ruler. And once there is like a Tryon there, you cannot cast another one.
Even if it's another version of Tryon.
Yes. You can't even cast it. It's not like Magic the Gathering, you can cast it and you choose the one that you want to keep. And stuff like that.
No, it's not. Okay.
Cool. Very cool game. Alright, we are going to call it a night. Thanks for watching.
Wait, thanks
We
for
hope you
teaching me how to
enjoyed it.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite
I think
it sounds interesting,
Yeah,
right?
it sounds easy.
It sounds easy. Easy game.
Easy.
Easy game. This
Nothing is difficult.
this Final Fantasy game. Easy game, baby game. Easy. Alright, we are going to call it a night. Thanks for joining us. Remember, you can join us on the stream Friday nights, 8 p.m. Singapore time, twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames. You may say go down to youtube.com/GreyOgreGames. If you like Magic the Gathering, do check out our website, GreyOgreGames.com. This weekend, we're going to have a stream for Magic the Gathering, and every week we have a stream on at least Wednesday nights for Modern, so do join us then. And for myself and Wei Kyung and the rest of us here at the shop, we're calling it a day. Thanks for joining us.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.